A human boy joined the alien girls' class. Their reactions were unbelievable. The metallic hum of the corridors of the Zari Academy buzzed faintly beneath the soles of his shoes. Dressed sharply, but clearly out of place, Dorian Holt took careful steps toward classroom sector 9. He tried to keep his shoulders square and his breast steady. But it wasn't easy. This wasn't Earth. This wasn't even human space. This was their domain. The Zari, an ancient and enigmatic race known for their elegance, intelligence, and their infamous exclusivity, especially in education. Until now, the door slid open with a smooth hiss. 5 pairs of sharp eyes turned to face him. They were taller than he'd expected, each one lithe and graceful, with features that shimmered like carved crystal. Silvery blonde hair flowed past pointed ears, their eyes hues of silver, gold, and ice blue. Their outfits, while uniform in structure, varied in tone, shades of glimmer metallics clinging to their figures like a second skin. They stared at him, the only human, the only male in a class of elite Zari warrior intellects. For a moment, silence stretched long enough to smother him. Then one of them, center, platinum-haired, statuesque, stepped forward. She eyed him from head to toe with a look that was part curiosity, part assessment, and all intimidation. "So," she said finally, "you are the human." He cleared his throat. "Yes, Dorian Holt, exchange scholar from Terra Initiative." Another girl, with darker hair and eyes like storm clouds, leaned toward her sister. "Why is he so small?" "I am not small," Dorian muttered, trying to keep his cool. "You are not one of us," the girl on the far left said. She crossed her arms. "Our programs are not meant for your kind." "Enough," the first girl said sharply. "If the matriarch allowed him to enter, then he has earned the right to try, even if strange." Dorian gave a polite nod, swallowing the urge to fire back with sarcasm. He'd trained for this moment, studied Zari culture, endured simulations of their psychic tests, and passed linguistic trials designed to break minds. He wasn't here to be liked. He was here to prove he belonged. Still, the room felt like it tilted slightly beneath him as the 5 Zari girls slowly approached, forming a half-circle. "You are not like our males," one of them said. Her tone was soft, speculative. "Yeah," said another. "You walk differently. Like you're confident." Dorian blinked. "I thank you." The tallest one narrowed her eyes. "Do all human males speak back so freely?" "Well, most of us try not to get stepped on in the first 5 minutes," he said with a shrug. For a split second, silence. Then, unexpectedly, the storm-eyed girl smiled. It was faint, but it happened. "He has humor," she said. "Interesting." The first girl, clearly the leader, extended a hand. "I am the Lena, first in ranking. I do not trust easily. But I will judge you not by your origin, but by your performance." Dorian took her hand. It was cool and strong. I wouldn't expect anything less. As the day went on, Dorian's presence triggered every layer of cultural tension imaginable. During advanced logic trials, one of the girls openly challenged his answers until he outmaneuvered her on a theoretical quantum loop problem. In neurosynchronization training, his mind resisted their intrusion far longer than anticipated. That one made them pause. He should not be able to do that. One whispered, "Humans are more than they seem." Delina murmured in response. By midday, they no longer looked at him as a foreign element. They looked at him like a puzzle, and the Zari loved puzzles. During combat rhythm class, something like martial ballet, he stumbled through his first sequence. But when he adapted and matched their flow after a few attempts, they all stopped mid-movement. "He learned the pattern," said the girl in bronze. "Faster than Dareth did," said the silver one. "Dareth was Zari," another countered. The Lena watched silently. "Then he's learning us," Dorian panted, sweat clinging to his back. Isn't that the point of this exchange? A faint nod. That night, in the silent quarters of the dorm wing, the 5 Zari girls stood in a circle. He is not weak, said the one called Aressa, nor arrogant. He listens. He makes mistakes, said the bronze one, but improves rapidly. Delina said nothing. She stared out the window at the twin moons of their world. I watched him when he nearly fell, she said finally. He smiled at himself. That's unusual, said Aressa. Humans, Delina murmured, are not what we were taught. The next day, Dorian walked into the room expecting more tests. Instead, all 5 girls stood waiting. Delina stepped forward, holding something small and sleek. It shimmered faintly. A gift, she said. This is a neural sync band. Personalized. Only granted to those who earn peer recognition. Dorian blinked. You mean you voted? Yes, Aressa said. Unanimous. He took the band. It felt weightless in his hand, but heavy with meaning. You don't have to accept, Delina said, trying to keep her voice neutral. It would mean you are part of us. He slid it on without hesitation. Already am. A smile curled on Delina's lips, a real one this time. In that case, human, she said. Welcome to our class.